Hi, I'm Tina Amir and welcome to my channel. So for today, let's continue learning Malay. And for today's lesson, I'm sure you will like it because it's the basic one. I will introduce you to the usage of I, you, he, she, we, and they. So I in Malay is saya. This is formal pronunciation. Informal pronunciation would be saya. Nobody here says saya. It's totally formal. Okay? But saya or saya is actually a polite way of saying I or refer to yourself as I, and commonly used among friends or siblings. Doesn't matter you close or not close, but it's the way you address yourself to your superior. It shows how polite you are. And then, other than saya, it will be aku. Aku. So for aku, it's actually very relaxed. And you don't address yourself aku to everybody. You have to be really careful. Because, for example, if you address aku to your superior, like your parents, your teachers, and other elders, that just show you are a rude person. If you use aku and you address to the person, for example, old lady who sell noodles on the street, for example, and then you say, "Makcik, aku nak beli mie satu. Makcik, I want to buy one bowl of noodle." And this is really rude because this makcik obviously older than you and you totally cannot refer to yourself as aku. And it's totally different than Indonesian culture where you can use aku widely, but not in Malaysia. And then even among siblings also, some people might find aku very relaxed way. That's how you address yourself, your siblings, sometimes your close friends. But even some parents, they might feel their kids very rude if they address themselves with each other with aku. So it depends sensitivity on the family. And then friends also, you have to see which friend that is comfortable using aku and which friend comfortable using saya. But normally between a different gender, normally you want to create like a barrier. You don't want to be like too close. So you use aku. Like for example, I'm a woman, I'm a girl, and then I want to call my friend and he's male. And instead of I address myself saya, I will address myself as aku because I want him to know, okay, I have barrier with you, please bear with me. But not necessarily that because some people also think that it's not nice. So it depends. But normally if between different gender, then people don't mind. And then I will talk about cultural context, the usage of I. In Malaysia, actually, if you can speak English, especially if you speak perfect English, it's really flattering. People really like, oh my god, you're so smart. People will have that kind of perception. For example, we use a lot of I. Some people really use I in their daily conversation, but they speak Malay. For example, I tak suka you. Instead of they use aku or saya, but they use I. So this is a culture context, and maybe it's different from people to people, but some people feel like it show them more urban and it show them more educated, or maybe they are comfortable that way. That's for I. And then another one is ana. Ana is actually Arabic word for I. Muslim from Islamic group, not all Muslim. Many from the Islamic associations, they like to use ana instead of saya, instead of I, instead of aku. They like to use ana because they feel more polite. They like to use that Arabic term. It also show that they're from a religion group, but that doesn't mean they fluent speaking Arabic. Maybe they just simply talk like this. Ana tak suka anti. Anti is you in Arabic, which for female. I hope you get it. And the next thing is awak. Awak means you, and awak is actually when you address somebody, but in a very polite way. And awak we always couple with saya. So if you address yourself aku, it's not suitable for you to call somebody awak. So if you address yourself with saya, then you will address somebody else with awak. So this is among friends and among siblings. It doesn't matter close or not, but it's really polite. Anyway, even it's polite, but you have to remember you cannot address elderly or your teachers, parents as awak. It's so rude, okay? Just bear that in mind. You can address yourself in front of them saya, but then you have to like say if it's mom, then you have to call your mom, and if it's your teacher, you have have to call teacher, and if it's some elderly, maybe you will call sir or madam, but you never dress them awak. Awak is like people who like same age like you or younger, but not to your superior. And then we have another word for you is engkau, and then kau. Kau is shortened from engkau, and it's so informal. For some people, it might sound rough and harsh, but some people it show that you are comfortable with them. As usual, awak also has couple with saya. So kau and engkau also have couple with aku. So if you address yourself aku, you will address another person as kau. So you have to see your friend comfortable with saya awak or aku engkau. And another one is anda. And I often heard in language channel, they really like translate anda. You don't speak with anybody anda unless you are giving speech, like you are on the stage, because anda really super formal. If you like, for example, address somebody anda, they will think you a robot, so you better not. And then just like we also have a cultural context, the usage of you. Like I said, our people like to use you to address in English, but they speak Malay. We always couple with you. In the novels, like in romantic parts, it's a Malay novel, but they like to use I and you, and they speak in Malay. For example, I sayang you, I love you. And then again, for Arabic word, you, anti, which is referred to you female, and anta for male. So those people from a religion group, they also like to use anta and anti. So I will repeat again. Saya, awak, aku, kau, or engkau, I, you, ana, anta, or anti. The next, we move on to he or she. And as you know, Malay language doesn't have gender. So we both refer to he and she as dia. Dia is very formal pronunciation. When you speak, you never say dia. But when you speak, you say dia. Dia, informal pronunciation. And then we move on to kita, which means we in English. But actually, kita is very formal. If you want to say informal way, is kita. In cultural context, we have two usage of kita. Firstly, somebody can refer to as I, which is saya, but they don't want to be too polite. If they use saya, it will be too polite, and if they use aku, it will be too harsh. So they want to find somewhere in between, so they will use kita. This doesn't mean we. It's in cultural context, it means I, the exact word of kita or kita as ourselves. And then the next is mereka. Mereka, which means they. Mereka is formal pronunciation, and informal pronunciation would be mereka. However, mereka or mereka, even if mereka is informal, but we don't really use for speaking. Instead, we will use dia orang. Dia plus orang. Dia or dia is he or she. Orang is people. So we combine. Diorang. Diorang is actually referred to mereka or they, but in very informal speaking way. If somebody asks you, who do that? Who steal my bag? And then you say, okay, diorang. Somebody will be very impressed. It's really our way of speaking. And then the next is we have kamu, which means all of you. Kamu in a correct way is actually a plural connotation, but also it can be used for singular form. In for speaking, normally people don't say kamu to refer to plural form. They refer as korang. Korang is actually combination words of kau and orang. Kau is you, and then orang is people. So when you combine, you get korang. This is normal for conversation. For example, mana korang pergi? And for example, another usage of kamu, this is in cultural context, not exactly the meaning. Kamu is usage for you in singular form. For example, somebody don't want to use awak. Awak is two-way polite, and engkau or kau is two-way harsh for some people. So they want to find somewhere in between. So they will use kamu, but they actually refer to only one person. So they will ask like this, apa nama kamu? Or siapa nama kamu? Let's revise our lesson, how you couple them. I, saya, awak, you. I, aku, engkau, kau, you. And then I, you, or ana, enta, ana, enti, dia, or dia. And then we have kita, or kita. And we have mereka, or mereka, which refer to they. Instead of saying mereka, we say diorang. Lastly, we have kamu, which is refer to all of you. But instead of use in plural form, you can use in singular form. For the informal way of speaking for kamu, you can also use korang. I think that's all my lesson for today. I hope you find it it very beneficial. And I really hope to meet you in my next channel. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.